Okay, so my latest smartwatch has just arrived. This is the Amzfit. I think that's how you're supposed to pronounce it. Um, so I've really started getting into my smartwatches. If you've seen a few of my other videos, you'll see this will be my fourth one now, I think. I've changed them quite a lot. The first one was really the Samsung, but I've been looking at other smartwatches which offer something a bit better. So this one is actually a GPS running watch. I do train a lot, so this would be quite handy. The Samsung really for training is rubbish. So let's get this open and see what's inside. I think it's just the watch. I don't know if it will be charged. Right, got that tape off. And here is the watch. Now it comes in black as well, with the black strap, but I thought I would try the red one, which is really bright, but it's a bit different. I do like the strap actually, it's very good quality. You can tell straight away by the feel of it. Yeah, I like the strap a lot. And it's got all of these holes where you can fit it to almost right to the edge. So unless you've got very small wrists, you can't say it's not going to fit. And it's a nice little buckle as well. Yeah, I'm very impressed with the strap. Take the. Oh, it looks like it's on. It's doing something. I wasn't expecting it to be activated. I will have to read the instructions to have a look at it, but don't know quite what it's doing there. You can just see that it's got this pattern going on there. Maybe it's setting itself up. So you've got the heart rate monitor at the bottom, quick release bars to take the strap on and off. Get my finger in there. I can't get my finger properly. There we go. And there, take the strap off. Easy to change. That's good. And click straight in. Fantastic. Right, I'm going to have to read the instructions and find out how it all works and set it all up. And then I'll come back after a week or so with wearing it and tell you what I think. Oh, I forgot to show you what else is in the box. My excitement. So you've got a USB cable. I get the quick start guide. Nice box, I do like it. It's very good quality as well, not a cheap plastic box. And that's the docking station for it. So it will clamp on, is it? It's not magnetic. It just clips in like that. Great. I do like that. One thing about these docking stations is you've got to carry it around with you everywhere if you're going travelling. This is quite nice and light, so that's quite good. And obviously you can use any USB charging point, so you just need to take this with you, which is a lot better. Similar to the one I've got with my Samsung S3, but this feels a lot lighter as well. Actually, it's a lot better, to be honest. It's got a nice little grip there, so it's not going to move too much. But okay, I've got to scan my QR code in and connect it to my phone, and I'll take it from there. I've been using the watch now for 7 days, and it's been on my wrist all that time, and I am really happy with this watch. It has surprised me at how well it's worked out. It does everything that I needed it to be. Now I mainly needed it just for a workout watch. Now, if you're looking for a workout watch, this I think is probably one of the best ones you can get. If you want it to do something like a Polar, that's what I used to use before. This has a lot more function than the Polar. A Polar one is purely a activity watch. This is an activity watch which you can link to your phone, so you can still use it as kind of a smartwatch. Now, I'll go through some specifications of the watch first. So I'll give you some dimensions. So it's 45 millimeters in diameter, and it is 13 millimeters thick. So it's actually not too bad, and it's got these really nice short lugs, because the way the case curves round, they can sort of make them come in a little bit more. So they have really short lugs, and it fits really well on, especially on my wrist. As a 45 millimeter watch, you don't really feel it. Now, they could have actually made it bigger by making the bezel a little bit thinner and made the screen bigger, but really I don't think they really needed to, because it has all the information that you need on the screen as it is. So on the screen, at the moment you've got this is just the basic screen that it comes with, and I actually quite like it, because it's got all the information that I need. But you can change the screen to, you've got all these different options. The phone will show, so you've got all these different dials and faces that you can have on it. So all you simply do is just pick a dial on the phone. Let me see if I can show you. So let's pick this one here, and you see it's changed it immediately. Once it's synced up, all you've got to do is simply tap on the phone, whichever one you want, and you can have that immediately. So that's quite good. Now there's not, unlike most smartwatches, there's not like thousands and thousands, but there's enough. Again, I've gone back to this one because I quite like this screen, because it's got all the information. So at the top you've got your power. Now this has got a really good battery life. You're probably looking at around about 5 days without charging it. It's been ideal. I really do like the fact that you can use it for such a long period of time. Most smartwatches, you might have to charge them every day or every couple of days. Like my Samsung, really, I charge it every night, just so it doesn't run out of power. I put it on charge. So on the top there, you've got underneath the power. That's your daily activity. So that's so when you're running. So today I've done 10.5 kilometers. And then that'll reset tonight and to 0 in the morning. Now, on the left-hand side, that's my activities throughout since I've had the watch. Now, it's 74, nearly 75 kilometers throughout the 7 days that I've been using it. Now, I was expecting it to reset on Monday, because today is Thursday, but it didn't, so I'm not quite sure what's going to happen. Will it just continue to count, or will it get to 99 and then go back to 0? So I'll have to wait and see what happens about that. So you've got the time with the really nice clear. Now this has got one of the best light displays I've seen. The way it changes, now it's an always on display, but the way it works is just fantastic. It'll dim down when it gets into a really low light room, so because you don't need it so bright. But as soon as you walk out into bright sunrise, it just glows. I mean, at the moment it's really bright because I'm in almost direct sunlight. But if you walk out into a dark room, it just fades, and it's instant. It's not unlike some things where, like phones and some other watches, where you come from a dark room into a light room and it'll take maybe a second or two. This is just seamless. The way it just transitions from one to the other is just fantastic. At the bottom there you've got your step counter, so it gives you a target. So when you get the watch, you put in your age, your height, everything else, all your information, then it sets you a target for every day, how many steps you should be taking. So I've done 16,000 steps, and that's the date there. Now it's got no other buttons apart from this one here, and that's just, at the moment it's on what you'd say a standby, so it's not, the screen's locked. So you press it and then it activates, and you can see the seconds turn on. So if you swipe to the left or left to the right, so you've got your sports, so you've got your run, your walk, indoor running, bike, so on. So you can set it to whatever you want it to, so whatever activity you're going to do. So let's say you're going to do the running, you click on the running, and then what it will do, it will search for your GPS. Now you don't have to use the GPS, but if you're running outside, it's kind of nice to have. You can upload all the information onto your computer, so it's all set, and you press start. 3, 2, 1, and then it will start. And then it will give you this information here, so it'll give you your pace, elapsed time, and how far you've run. And then that's got your route on there, so you can follow it, and you've got your little compass setting there, so you know which way you're heading. And you can also use it for your music. Now, once it's connected Bluetooth to your music, what this has, you can set if you've got Bluetooth earphones, which I would recommend you get if you get this watch, it can actually control the music from your phone, from the watch, which is fantastic. So you don't have to download any music onto the actual watch, you're just using your phone, so it's great. And then it changes to this screen, so at the top there you've got your time, what time it is, local time now, and then your time that you've been running, and it's got all the other information, distance, fat burn, so on and so on. Your pace, obviously I'm not running anywhere, so it's got nothing. And then if you swipe to, I have to actually see it locks it. And then we go to, if you swipe right to the end, and it'll automatically pause it, and it'll tell you how long you paused it for. So you can either resume or stop. So I'm going to stop, and then it will say, do you want to save it? Yes, I don't really need to save it, I don't do anything. It's the same if you do your walk, you run inside. I mean, run inside, obviously you're not going to have GPS. Your bike, and you've got indoor bike, which is really good. And then this climb one and the trial run, I'll do this one. This is really good. What you can do, so if you're going to go on a trek or something, and you know where that is, for example, in England, we've got a famous trek which is the Three Peaks. People go trekking on the Three Peaks. I think it's like 23 miles long. So what you can do is you can download all the information from the trek onto your phone, onto the watch, and then you can just follow the route on your phone, which is fantastic. So you're not going to get lost, because the Three Peaks is absolutely huge, and you're easily to get lost, and it'll go back to your normal one. So you can see when it's locked. You see the minute, the second hands are not running, so you know that's how it's locked. So again, you press that, and then it'll go back to that. So right. Okay, so, and then you've got your settings, and then activities, and so on and so on. So swipe to that side and you go back to your main, and then if you swipe from the bottom to top, those are all your notifications. So it tells you what I've done, so training center, goals achieved, and so on. And if you've got your phone linked up to this, where it'll send you your text messages and your emails and so on, so you can get all that to your phone. So that's the part where it comes in as a bit of a smartwatch, but it's not, again, not really a smartwatch. I would think of this as an activity watch with a few functions of a smartwatch. So when you get a phone call, it will notify you on the watch that you've got a phone call, but you can't actually answer any phone calls from the watch. It'll just tell you that you've got a call incoming, so you still have to take your phone out. Again, it's more of an activity watch, not such a smartwatch. You swipe down from the top, it's locked again. Swipe down from the top, and then you've got your settings, so your brightness settings, if you're on a plane, so you can turn off your GPS and everything else, and you can actually set it for to come on automatically for your flight mode and so on. Just locked it again. I don't know if there's a way of resetting that, so you can have it on for longer. That's your temperature. Let me just see, and then you've got your battery life, when it was last charged. So it's 23 hours since it was last charged, is at 73%. So, and then go back to your normal. So from the main screen, if you swipe to your right to left, you've got your weather forecast. So you've got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Now this has to be linked to your phone. So it uses a GPS on your phone as well to get the weather and stuff. This does have Wi-Fi on the watch as well, so you can use it by itself. You've got your daily step counter. Oops. Then your heart rate monitor. Now you simply put it on your watch and then click check now. I've only done it once. It's not really something I need to check constantly, but if you need to have your heart rate checked for medical reasons or anything else, or if you just want to check it, you can do. But I only needed to use it once, so it wasn't really a big deal for me. And then you've got an alarm. I think it's just one daily alarm. I haven't really used it, so you can do repeat, on, off, delete. I haven't set any alarms on here, so it's not something that I needed. and then you go back, then it's to your compass. Now I have tested the compass and it is accurate. It does show you an exact thing. When you first get it, you do need to set it up. It tells you to rotate the watch left and right, and there's a ball there which you got to follow it around. And then once it's set once, it's done. And then swipe again, and that comes to your stopwatch. So it's just start, and then you've got lap time, stop, and then you've got your laps up there, whatever you've done. So stop, then reset, start. Then it's got a sleep detector. So I've not worn this while I've been asleep, so again it's not really something that's I needed. But if you want to check your sleep, I tend to wake up and know how I slept, so I don't really see the need for a sleep detector, but it could be something you needed. Now this here is a really good function. I like this a lot. Now if you're training for something like a 10-kilometer run or something, you can tell it what to do. So at the moment I've set it for a 10k run. So if you're a complete novice, it will tell you exactly how much you should be running every day. So it'll take you from the basic to a runner. So you can see at the top it's got a that was on day 7. So it's just started there. Let's just skip that. So it will tell you need to run I think it was 3.8 kilometers today. And then tomorrow it will tell you, okay, you need to rest today, and then tomorrow you will run so much. So that's a really good way of training yourself. So they say it's a recovery run, so it's 3.2 kilometers. So if you were running the schedule, you'd run 3.2 kilometers today, and then probably tomorrow it would tell you to have a rest. Actually, I think if you look here on the details, I'm looking through the viewfinder, so it's a bit difficult to see. So it tells you exactly, so it's 4% complete, so week 1, and then week 2, etc., etc. So it gives you a full program. End the plan. So let's just end it, and I'll show you what other. So it says the training center. So you click on your training center. And then if you're a beginner, or if you want to do 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers, half marathon, full marathon. So depending on what you do, so let's say if you want to do a half marathon, suitable for half racing, helps to improve the ability. Again, I can't see it too well because I'm looking through the viewfinder. So then you just click start, and it says you're subscribed. And then so today you're going to have a rest, day 1, a rest. What does it say? I can't see it well. Rest today, and next to the next workout, and then it will tell you exactly how much to run tomorrow, and then the next day, and so on and so on. So it's a complete training guide, which I think is fantastic. If you're a complete novice, when I started doing my running, and when I was doing 10Ks, I was actually following a training program similar to this. So it was really helpful. I did like that a lot. So if you're running on a marathon, 10K, 5K, whatever you're training for, this is fantastic. Unlike most sports activity watches, it will give you all this information. Now on the back of the watch, you've got your heart rate monitor there. So that when it fits on your wrist, it will check your heart rate. Now I do like this strap a lot. I really do. This is one of the nicest rubber straps that I've used. It's really comfortable, and one of the things while I've been wearing it for the past week is I've actually been wearing it almost constantly. Now most times when I get home I'll take my watch off and just put it on the side because I don't really need to have a watch on when I'm at home. But this one, because it's so light and so comfortable, I've actually been wearing it throughout the day and not even realised that it's on my wrist, so it's really, really comfortable. The colour maybe is a bit garish for some people. You can get it in a black strap as well, but I actually quite liked the orange, and it's black underneath here. And I think I said earlier when I did the unboxing, you've got the pins where you can just take the strap off and then put it on a different strap. I have changed the strap, so you can see the other pictures of the different straps you can use in it, other rubber straps if you didn't like this one, if the orange was a bit too garish, or if you wanted to use it on a leather strap or anything else like that. There's it is very versatile watch. You can use it just about all the time. Now it is waterproof as well. I took it swimming and didn't have any problems with it whatsoever while I was swimming, so you're not going to have any issues like some smartwatches or other activity watches. They're usually only 30 meters water resistant, so you're a bit worried about taking it into the pool. I took it into the steam room, sat there for over 25 minutes, no effect on the watch whatsoever. I wanted to test it out to make sure that it wouldn't fail. And it was swelteringly hot in the steam room, and came out no problems. And the other good thing about it, with it being plastic at the back, with it not absorbing all the heat, it's not going to burn the back of your hand when you're sat in a steam room or a sauna, or if you're outside or anything else like that. So it's fantastic. So if anyone's looking for an activity watch, again, like I say, activity second smartwatch, this is a fantastic watch to get. I'll leave a link below to the website where you can buy this. It's a really good time to buy because the price has dropped on this quite considerably. So if you're looking for a watch, highly recommended. Fantastic watch to use every day. And as soon as my other one comes in, I'll be wearing that one again. This one's now going to go off to my mum, which she will wear because she never has her phone with her, and I'm trying to get her to be a bit more active, and this will keep a track on her activity. So she's got to walk 8,000 steps every day, so I'll keep an eye out for her on that. So yeah, again, highly recommended. Link below if you needed to find where this watch you can buy it from, and thank you for watching.